Guaranteed today is going to go better than yesterday. That was terrible. That was awful. Let's go over here and let's try to draft a tomb again. I need to fix my mistake, and I'm going to stop harping on it because I'm going to fix it right now. Or not. Adds 8 classrooms. I didn't know there were any classrooms. This, you know what? Turns out yesterday, this is what we should have. Turns out, remember the first thing we drafted yesterday? This was over here, and I was like, ooh, that looks interesting. And then I was like, no, that's not going to be very useful. Turns out, I drafted the archives, and yeah, that ruined everything, actually. So I should have done this first, which means that I'm definitely not going to do that this time, and I'm going to take this one because I want to see what all these classrooms are. How many classrooms are there? Do they have classrooms here? I don't. Ooh. What does this say? Herbie. Herbert S. Sinclair he was a little. He like vandalized his own desk when he was. Oh, there we go. There's another blue flame. Bam. Yes. So it was not the kitchen faucet. Looks like it has to be these actual valves that I have to turn on. All right, we got 2. Which makes me wonder now, what is the kitchen faucet? Like, what does that little switch do? All right, is there anything else in here? There has to be something. That looks like a note. Yes, it is. These look like books that I should probably read. Well, let's look around first. Because I'm an RPG player and we like to do everything in the room first before we go back to the thing we know that is there. We don't want anything to happen that wasn't supposed to happen. All right, that is not clickable. Nothing up there. That's a weird looking corner. Nothing on the light. I think we are safe to continue. It's very, you hear the steps in here. I'm echoing like crazy. Good sound. The sound effects in this game are pretty awesome. The ones that, like the footsteps. Wait, let me go to the other side. Let me click that drawer. Can I get back there? I can. Can I open this? No. All right, there's nothing. Whose books are these? Those are new. These are not old books. This is like dingy and like dirty. This is not. These are new. All right, let's read the note. Oh boy. Oh, this is a lot. Closing address. So somebody was writing this. All right, here we go. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. It is a very humble facility. Like, can we get the kids some light, some like a fan in here or something? It looks pretty hot, actually. And meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spend our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention to my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. All right, so Lady Epson was all about the kids and education. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who I might add, forced me to give this speech. So I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more than I'll admit. Okay, that's a new name. A new name added to the note-taking list of pages that I have. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair. Thank you for following in your father's footsteps and building Reddington yet another school. Okay, that's a nugget. And for also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through the halls. Yep. All right, now I'm going to click next page because I pay attention now. Okay, I was supposed to click next page. There we go. And lately, wait, this is remember to give Mr. Okay. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today, whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. That is some sentence structure right there. That was. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today who I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. That is a sentence. Those here whose parents before them, those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had. It's a lot of reading, and it's early in the morning. Without you, I would have had a lot of. Again. I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace. And yet, what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbons cutting ceremony next year. If I'm still standing in 8 months, I will see you at the slightly less melancholic ribbon cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end? Remember to give Miss Peterson her gift. All right, so this was a joke. This was they typed this out and they were like writing notes like, should I have written? Yeah, maybe this was a joke and maybe it wasn't that good. Questioning themselves. If I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the actually happy ribbon cutting ceremony next year. Okay, next page. All right, cool. All right, that was something. That was definitely a lot of words, but I also got a blue flame out of it, so that worked out well. All right, let's look at the room directory. I did not check this yesterday. The shrine. A sacred silence permeates this candlelit cavern, whose flickering lights add to the holy aura shining down upon a meditative statue. His stone hands present forth the stone bowl to the devout pilgrim who may wish to make an offering of gold. I did do that. It's a dead end. It's an outer room. It's a blueprint. It's unusual. I did it one time. The end. Outer room. Schoolhouse. Any hints in here? Dead end, blueprint, draft. Yep. Long before Reddington Elementary was open, a school convened in a single small building. That would be this one. As the student body grew over the years, the need for separate classrooms for each grade arose, and the Mount Holly Schoolhouse was officially closed down. But there was a blue flame switch in there, so that's what we did. This is what I need. I need this soon. Every day that goes by is another day that I'm mad at myself for not doing it correctly. Oh my gosh. Moving on. Get out of here. Resume. Let's go. We're going inside. We're actually going north today. How many days in a row am I going to say that and never actually make it past like rank 5? Don't answer that question. 44. We got 44 steps to make it 9 levels straight north. All corridors. Nothing, literally nothing goes north. All of them go different directions. The library gives me my book, though. More reading. Who doesn't want to hear me read some more? Let's go. And honestly, though, having this early may help, because this should be my drafting strategy book. Let's make sure. Is there anything over here? There's still nothing over here. What happens with this book? That is my biggest question in this room. There's the bride and the bridge. We are in the G room. We're in the middle. Let's read about drafting. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. There's Kimberly Thompson. Didn't I just read that? No, that was Peterson. Kimberly Thompson is the person in the laboratory? Yes. She is the person in the laboratory. I remember that name. Now I have to flip back just to make sure. I'm pretty sure she's the one that wrote the note that I was like, hey, I agree with you. Kimberly Thompson. You talking about how the rooms always changed and she could never find her way to she could never find her way where she was going. I need to go one more page back. You don't know that, but I do. There we go. Observatory, nursery, darkroom, mage chamber. Nope. Chapel, commissary, mailroom. Nope. Security, mage chamber, observatory, nursery, darkroom. Didn't I just say that? Probably. Conference room, drawing room, foyer, archives. Nope. Wine cellar. Nope. Laboratory. There it is. Note by Kimberly Thompson. She works at Cinca. She was sent to assist somebody with the last name of Moore, Moore, with new turbine tests. And I remember her talking about she was so frustrated by the rooms. So that makes sense. All right. Now, this is today, September 5th, 1993. Is that a date that will crack a safe? Eight dates crack 8 safes, right? 8 dates crack 8 safes. There has been a date in every single one of these books that I've gotten. Do they total 8? Is there a total of 8 of them? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Wait. We might be getting somewhere here. Hang on. Now I have to flip to all the books. Here we go. All right. So the first book, The Sightseer's Guide, had 1, 2, 3 people who checked the book out. That's 3 dates. Hang on. And then what was the one with the pumps? You should see me like flipping through all my pages over and over. Here we go. There was 2 dates in the pump, so that's 5. This is the 6th. That would mean there should be only one other one for each of the other books, maybe? I don't know. Let's move on. Let's go. Volume 3, Drafting Strategy, June issue, The Potential Within by the editor. Gems. Yes. Planning your house, top drafting combos. 5, you don't want to miss. Making a connection. Okay. Tips and tricks. Word from the editor. This looks like it's going to be good. I've clicked next page. Thank you. Okay, first of all, I want to give myself a preview of how much I have to read. Oh my gosh. Okay. Settle in. All right, everybody. You can go ahead and pause the video now, and you can go and get your favorite beverage, maybe some chips, some cookies, a snack. Settle in. It's let's all settle in down by the fire for a little story time. The Potential Within. We all start as an empty floor plan. To the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you're staring at a blank canvas, you have unlimited potential and ideas to explore. But with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that need to be made. Should I draft a hallway or a closet? Okay. How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is this passageway really worth 2 gems? You know, did this person watch my episodes before writing this book? Because this happens every single time I get to a door. And then I talk about it for 4 minutes, and then I click one, and it's always the wrong one. All these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies. Well, let me tell you something about my brain that you can employ while drafting your house to ensure a successful project outcome. I should have read this book first. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide architects with some of those strategies and even assist them in developing their own. Well, I would love to have a strategy. I swear I clicked. Okay, fine. I'll use the arrow key. Fine. Okay. Gems. Every architect need them. You are telling me 2 days in a row I've been short on gems. Although many architects employ different strategies when developing their house designs, most of them agree on one guiding principle. Have gems while drafting. You watched episode 12, didn't you? They have watched 12 episodes before they wrote this book. Because I remember being in the billiards room and wanting to pull my hair out because I didn't have a gym while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. Would you stop attacking me? This is not cool. I'm over here just trying to have a nice day, and you're over here just, I'm catching strays everywhere. Where am I? Yes, if you lack the gems to consider all three presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. Happens every day. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. I did that yesterday and it still didn't work. No, I didn't. I chose a key. I think I chose a key yesterday because it was like Nook. Anyways, whatever. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. All right, early gems. Reader submitted gem strategies. All right, Alice, Matthew, Craig, Jen, and Kyle. If I read these and you attack me, I'm not going to be happy with you. Make sure you check for gems in the room you are in before clicking the door. I do this way too much. Same. If you see gems for sale in any of the shops, buy them out. I did not do that the other day. I was in the commissary with like 18 coins and I was like, hey, look, there's gems. I didn't buy them. Think about saving some gems for emergencies. Tried that yesterday. It didn't work. I try to only spend them if I really, really need a room. All right, well, Jen H, how does that work when my brain tells me that I really, really need every room? How do you make the decision? Don't pass up the wine cellar, even if you're not thirsty. There's no such thing as too many gems. I may have a bit of a problem. Craig, I'm with you. Kyle P, I will never draft Passageway on the first 5 ranks. It's a simple strat that has served me well. All right, that one I can go with you because I think that's a 2 gemmer, I believe. All right, planning your house. Hey, look, this is my map from yesterday. Except I had a dead end. Estate layout and drafting. When you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft early ranks first. A very common mistake beginners make is drafting in a straight line north and ignoring the many unopened doors they have left behind. The last 3 days, I've tried to go straight north. I don't like this book. This is my least favorite book. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference if they had only been found earlier in the day. I feel like closing this book. I don't want to read anymore. I'm done. I'm feeling very, very much attacked right now, and I don't like it. As the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms, I can't. Okay, let me settle down. All right. As the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms that snakes through the house and does not go in a straight line can also be structurally weak if you are leaving lots of unopened doors on the ranks behind you. Okay. So yesterday I figured out the code of all the rooms, the eight dates crack 8 safes. And what did I say yesterday? I literally said, well, that means I don't have to do all these lower ones anymore. I can just go straight north. And then today, this book basically just gives me the finger and says, nope, you absolutely need to get all of them. Your theory is terrible. By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms on the early ranks, you will have a much better chance of finding success when you eventually start heading further into the house. Thank you. Okay. All right, let's settle in here. Top drafting combos. 5 combos you won't want to miss. Another aspect to consider when planning your house is the order in which you draft rooms. For instance, if you draft Cloister before Terrace, you will be down 3 gems. But if you draft them in reverse order, Cloister would be free. Green rooms do not cost gems to draft. So here's the thing. I've only seen Terrace once, and I've seen this twice, and I've never done it because I've never had 3 gems. because I don't follow the rules in the previous 7 pages of this book. Okay, so I get it. Got it. Okay, so the order I do them, great. Identifying a synergistic, good word. Identifying a synergistic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting those rooms will provide you with an additional advantage, significantly improving your chances of success. Okay, gotcha. Other combos. A foyer drafted before Great Hall would mean that all of its many doors would be unlocked. Foyer, hallway doors are always unlocked. I see. Okay. All right. I gotcha. This one I never got. I got that one. Drafting a bunk room after the nursery will give you 10 extra steps because it counts as 2. Yeah, I got this one before. This one I figured out. You won't have to constantly backtrack if you collect your gold spread from office. If you draft conference. Okay, say this again. You won't have to backtrack constantly to collect your gold. To collect your gold spread from the office if you draft a conference room. Okay, let's read them. Opportunity to earn and spread gold. Oh, yeah, because I could use the payroll thing to spread it. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room. Okay, remember I spent 5 minutes trying to figure this part out? That explains it. And yesterday, when the god statue person said something about spreading things and like the what was it? It was something about the dining room. It was like the chef thing. Whatever. Next, the more items you have, the greater chances of being able to create a contraption in the workshop. Yeah, this was the problem. Yeah, because I remember I did not have any items. Yeah, and the attic gives you 8 of them. Okay, this makes sense. I get it. I've been using this sometimes, probably 2 or 3 times out of 10, but not all the time. I need to be doing it 10 out of 10. All right, cool. Improvement. I like it. Making a connection. 2-pair combos aren't the only form of room synergy. You will find some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. These rooms aren't powerful on their own, but can be very useful when their connectivity is eventually discovered. The utility closet is a perfect example. Yeah, this one I got. I got this one. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or down other rooms you've drafted. I figured this out without this page. I did this the hard way. And it powers the garage door and grants west path access. I should have done this book first. I figured this out the hard way. Yep, blowing a fuse, turns lights off to prevent step lock. Ooh. This one I did not know. I like it. So you have to turn this one off, turn this one. It did kind of raise a red flag to me when I've been looking at this utility closet that you just turn everything on. Something always told me that there has to be like a combination, that you have to turn one of them off. This makes sense. I always wondered why they gave you all the switches okay, cool. Other examples. I've never seen this one. Ooh, here we go. This tells me what I wanted to know. I'm not going to skip. We're going to start at the top. Her ladyship's chamber. Next time you enter the boudoir, you gain 10 steps. Next time you enter a walk-in closet, you gain 3 gems. I need this before I do either of those. One of her more simple examples, is her ladyship's chamber. Wait. Oh, I didn't see the comma. One of the more simple examples. Her ladyship's chamber has synergy with Lady Epson's other 2 rooms. Her boudoir and the walk-in closet. Okay. So those are Lady Epson's rooms. I got that with the walk-in closet the other day. I did not know it was her boudoir. That one I didn't figure out. If you had already figured that out a long time ago, sorry. Takes me a minute. Boiler room connects ducts from room to room to run steam power to specific destinations. I did figure that out. The lab, yep. I need to go back to the lab because there's something I messed up in there. The garage, that I did not know. Laundry room, haven't been there yet. Furnace, didn't know. And pump room all have uses for steam power. Okay, So yesterday I was in the furnace and I was like, what are we doing here? Why is this even here? So it connects to the boiler room. Good to know. Speaking of the pump room, have not seen this yet. This room controls the water level. Yeah, that's the book that I got, the last book. So I need the pump room to do the things. Yeah, the water level through rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, the aquarium, the greenhouse, kitchen, and several other features. Okay, there's more features. So turning the faucet on in the kitchen did not turn on a blue flame, but it will turn water on if I have the pump room. Somehow, some way. There has to be a reason you turn that faucet on. What that reason is, no idea. Interesting that the furnace connects to... Okay, cool. Got it. I've never seen this. This has to be something that's up north. Probably level 7 or 8. Okay. Tips and tricks. In the kitchen, you can check with which course is being served in the dining room that day. This will allow you the opportunity to draft specific rooms that will make the meal even more delicious. Yes, I did know that. Besides counting as 2-bedroom, bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb, and the amount of keys found in the servants' quarters. Wow. I need... Bunk room also counts as 2. This will increase the amount of steps. Okay. All right. So the bunk room... Wait, does that mean I do the bunk room before these or after these? Before them. After them. I don't know. But either way, they're connected. Each time you solve a puzzle in the billiard room, the worst room, or parlor, that one's okay. The difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft it. Oh. That makes sense, because remember the first parlor I was kind of hard, but once I got the hang of it, it was pretty easy. And ever since then, it's been a little bit more difficult. Just because you didn't find any items in a room when you first explored it, it doesn't mean that will be the case the next time you draft it. Yes, I did. Yeah, I've learned that. There's been some random stuff. The day after drafting freezer, it enters an automated cooldown refreezing cycle, during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. Ooh. Interesting. Automated cooldown refreezing cycle. So this one can only be every 2 days. If you're stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it's smart to move on. No, I disagree. Sometimes it's smart to sit there and talk about it for 5 minutes. Disagree. There are multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you will come across, and there is a very good chance you will find a piece of information down the road which may help. Unfortunately, you won't have as many steps to go back and do it, and then you'll have to do it the next day, and then the next day you won't be able to draft it because it won't be available, and then you end your day with 25 steps left. When in doubt, draft rooms you have never seen before. Even if you do not think the rooms seem very useful, they may still hold useful clues and information that may help you on your journey. That one I have been doing the entire time. So this one I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of these. I've figured out a bunch of these. Word from the editor. Although with this volume we have provided our readers with many potential strategies and tricks to try, we here at Architectural... Nope, I said it wrong. We here at Architectural Digest hope that aspiring architects know that there truly is no set blueprint for success. Forging your own path and coming up with your own unique strategies will, in our humble opinion, always provide the best results. Each architect has his own favorite room. The rumpus room. Each builder has his own favorite tool, the battery pack, that I haven't used, so I don't even know if it's good or not. And thus, each player in turn will develop their own style of play and discover their own secrets and tricks that they can share with the world or keep to themselves. Well, I'm going to show mine to the world because I'm playing this on YouTube and the world has YouTube. But whatever strategy you employ, we wish you the best of luck drafting and hope you build the house of your dreams. That was a lot. But also... I did learn a few things, so that's good. The amount of notes that I'm going to take between episodes in this book, I might as well just get a whole new notebook. That was a lot. All right, who is the editor? It says the editor. Architectural Digest Volume 3, June issue, Volume 3, drafting. Who's the editor? From the editor. Periodical, drafting strategy, borrower. Yeah, Kimberly. Me and Kimberly, she was lost and I was lost. There we go. Okay. That was something. Now, what did we do? That was the first room of the day, you guys. That was number 1. Oh, boy. No, it wasn't. Schoolhouse number 1. That was number 2, Blessing of the Chef. What was that? I forgot. Oh, yeah, that's the thing I just said earlier. The kitchen, the dining room, the whole deal. Okay. What are we doing? I got to get my bearings back because that was a lot of reading. Next time, though, I think we only have... Do we have 2 books left or 3 books left? We've read 3. Okay. We already know what the book just told me. Don't pick this one. We got to do this one. We have not had the mailroom. I think we've only done it twice. But I would love to have a package tomorrow. Absolutely. I also would like to reread some of these things in here that I read on like day 2. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Danny Ravain to the sender as he is no longer employed. Yes, we learned that. Now, I need to look. Hang on, going around my microphone to my screen. I need to see if I can see this. It looks like a bunch of scribbles. But this little design here is interesting. All right, that is for the breaker box. I want to go read my letter from my dad. Now that I know more, this is the Batman in the bathtub. Is that where we are here? Yes, there's Batman right there. Dad, I need to read this again because I would like to... I know more about what's happening. Maybe this is going to give me something else. How's it going? You're yelling right now. Blah, 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 blah. I know how long Uncle Hebbit worked on setting this up for you, and I know our conversations. Blah, blah, blah. Yippee-yo. The house is amazing. 7 years. Please get some sleep and don't spend your time playing the game. Later, Gator. All right, he didn't tell me anything. Never mind. Dad, that didn't help me at all. I need a hint. Why are you sending me letters? Where is Mom? Is she missing? Do we know where she is? Does she live here? Is she going to be in the antechamber? Is she in the room that I'm looking for, but there is no key to, or whatever that the rumpus room told me about? Is there anything else in here that I need to know about? Are there any missing slots or keyholes or anything? Nothing really standing out. All right, I get a package tomorrow. All right, let's build our foundation because that's what the book told me to do. Let's do that. We need to prioritize gems. We are going to go left before we go that other way. Prioritize getting things. That's what it told me to do. That's what I'm doing. Got a key. Keeping it moving. Prioritizing getting things. That's what I'm doing. That's the fastest I've ever gone through 2 rooms. Let's make sure, actually, you know what? I need to stop going so fast. Because remember I did that one day? And I missed like 5 things just laying around in random spots. Yep, we gotta go this way. We're building our foundation. Chapel gives us lots of ways to go. This leaves us one that's... Yep, chapel it is. Plus, it's free because we don't have a coin anyways. Yep. And then this one down here could be our dead end. Well, hang on. Let me make sure. Hopefully it's like the... There we go. See? Look at that. It didn't tell me it was going to be in here, and it was. I think one of these days there's going to be something sitting on on the pews. You watch. Lock it in. All right, statues. Let me look at you again. Let me make sure. Because those stained glass windows came into play. What about these? Do either of you look like Mr. God statue person? This lady, the Italian lady over here doing the hand thing, it just cracks me up every time I see it. All right, you are the dead end that I can have. I need a closet or a breaker box. There's the classroom. You may draw new floor plans one time for each classroom in your house. Now, the book just told me to draft things I've never seen before. Closet. Closet. Yep, let's get some items. We'll do that draft. Oh, that's a big old item. And a die. I like it. Give me the dice, please. I need that metal detector. Give me the dice, please. Thank you. Just one? I'll take it. One's better than none. All right, this is dessert and desert. Now, let me make sure. Is that right? Yes, the letter S. We are in the S room. Yes, S-A-F-E-S. Okay, going north. It just took away my coin. Dang it. Dang it. All right. Prioritize gathering things, but also dead end. Which leaves us one way to go. Again, we did that yesterday. I'm not spending my gem on a commissary that I can't use. Because even if there are gems, it would cost 3. I would buy a gem. It's not going to work. This seems like the winner. No, because I'm going to lose my coin. Coming back through here, I'm going to lose my coin. So I mean, a key and a gem. I think, man. This is where I get myself in trouble. This is where I get myself in trouble. This is what I need to do. But I always want to like save it for later. And it never comes back when I really want it. It's only done that like once. And I always say, oh, I'm going to get this. And it never works for me. This is always in a bad spot for me. We have one of everything. Let's do the corridor. I feel like this is gut feeling on this. All right, this guy is the old man in the boat and the crow. Row. We're in the C room. C-R-A-C-K. Boom. There's the garage, but also a dead end and a gym. I don't need the garage today. I don't need it. It gives me 3 keys, though. Hang on. Wait a minute. Wait. I do need the garage. Those keys. It's going to cost me a gem, but it gives me the keys. But see, here's my problem. It leaves me one way to do all of this. The parlor at least gives me gems, and it puts me into the middle area here, and I can always go back down, and I have 2 ways to go. I think the gems. We're going to pick 2 gems over 2 keys, or over 3 keys. Because, yeah. That book told me to collect things, but it also told me it had a whole page on gems. It did not have a whole page on keys. Gems. Herbert, I'm going to talk to you every time I come in here now. I think this is our moment together, me and you. I've done a lot of reading this episode. You, sir, are a madman. You are a crazy person. How you came up with all this stuff, I'll never know. Let's get the key. My metal detector should go off if there's something in here, right? I believe it will. All right, what do we got? What do we got? The gems are in a box with a statement. Oh, boy. The white box does not have a statement. All right, this is true. Yeah, wait, does not have a statement. Yes, this is true. The gems are in a box with a statement. So this is true. This would have to be false. Because at least one is true and at least one is false. And there's nothing here to go by. So this has to be false. Does not have a statement. That's true. The gems are in a box with a statement that is false, which means they're in this one. Thank you. 1, 2. All right. All right, going back toward the middle. What do we got? This head makes us go north for free. Free steps going north. I like that. This goes south, but also gives me 4 coins. Commissary, I spend a gem. 4 coins going south or a free room going north. I like the 4 coins idea. Remember, it said to collect things early. Let's collect. We're collecting. Every day I'm like, new strategy, collect. There, I could use those for sure. That almost gives me back my opening, go to the outer door thing. Those steps. All right, so this is coat and cot. We're in an A room. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Rank 4. Is that where we are? Yes. This should be dates. Should be what we're doing here. Over there. What was it? I don't want to look. I forgot. What were the paintings in that one? I think that was D. I think. All right, storeroom gives me... Oh, we're dead-ended. I can't do that. We got to go spare... That's dead-end. This takes a gem. But I have 7 coins. I could buy more. Or do I use my redraw? I do not use my redraw. We go commissary here. Yeah, let's go commissary. Keep it moving. What do we have for sale? Day 20. I swear, I never thought I was going to get to day 20. I didn't. But here I am. All right, each one costs 3. I say we do it. A key costs 10 for 1 key. I say we buy gems. We have coins. We buy at least 1. Should we do another one? Leaving us 1 coin for the rest of the day so far-ish. We need a coin for the rumpus room if we happen to get it. Boy, that would be something. After all that reading, then we have the rumpus room on top of it. Crazy. Let's buy another one. Take a risk of having 1 coin, but I like the gem idea. All right. Keep it moving. Which way are we going? We are going not that way. That way. Anything over here? We're in the tier. T-I-E-R. Yes. Yes, this is crack. C-R-A-C-K. Tier. Tie. Letter R. All right. Here's my classroom. One of those gems I just bought. Let's do it. This is the first time I've ever been in the classroom. That's going to be more books. It's going to be more reading. Welcome to the episode of reading. First time in the classroom. This one looks much nicer than... Yes, I can. I can. It's the letter A. Road and Rod. Wait, are you teaching all the children this and I just learned it like yesterday, day before? What is this? Benny, the color worksheet. He's got a B+. Fill in each object below with its correct color. Blue. Each color is only used twice. 10 out of 12. So one of those missing. Yellow. One of these. All right, blue. This should be yellow. Blueprint. Blue water. Yellow flag. This is going to come into play. His favorite color is red. Mine too, Benny. And my name is Simon P. Jones, and I am the Red Prince. I also have a favorite color of red. Oh, wait, he did this green. This was supposed to be a green right here. The lizard. Red, red. Yeah, this was supposed to be green. 2 purples, 2 blues, 2 oranges. Yeah. So this is supposed to be yellow. And this is supposed to be green. That is going to come into play at some point. For sure. Okay. Colors. This clickable or just telling me that these are the colors? I'm going to have to... That's going to be a combination somewhere. Or is it on this page, this picture? I'm looking at the border to see if the colors go in that order or not, or if there's something I'm missing on this. This is going to come up in something somewhere. Are any of these things clickable? They look very bright and clicky. Clicky. That's a word. We have an easel. We have more steps. I like it. There's my worksheet that I can do for myself. There's the same bundle of books. There's the Royal Red, grade 1. Are any of the letters up there missing? Are they all in order? E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X. Nope, those are all in the same. Those are all good. Again with the globe. Is there a specific spot the globe has to be on and it's supposed to look like this? When you spin it, is it supposed to end up like this? Does it have to match? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, infinity, 9, 10. Why is the 8 turned sideways into the infinity thing? The 8 is a number that's everywhere. Everywhere has been the number 8. Remember the song in the workshop page? It was page 8. The code that I've cracked: 8 dates, crack 8 safes. The letter 8, or the number 8 has been either a different color or something about it every single place it could be. Caleb, you must really like red. Me too, Caleb. Me too. 2 out of 12. Just the fire hydrant and this. All right, Caleb, good job. What about you? Oh, they're all... Let's see what Freddie did. Freddie got a B-. Which ones did Freddie? Okay, hang on. So now I think the first one I went to was the one I needed to look at. Yeah, I think I just happened to go to the one that I needed to look at. I think I went there first. What did you get wrong? The flags. The flags are the thing I need to look at. It's the flags. That's what's going to come into play. Which one of these is the correct color? Yeah, I think I might have had it right here. Let's look at this again. I think this has to be yellow. Each color is only used twice. So let's look. Let's look at this. We got an orange pumpkin. We got an orange check mark. Purple grapes. Purple hourglass. Yellow bananas. Yellow mountain. All right, so this one is... They got 10 out of 12, which means they got 2 wrong. I think old Benny might have been the one that I needed to look at. Let's look at this. Let's make sure. Freddie got 3 wrong. So if Freddie got 3 wrong, that means, all right, the blueprint's wrong. That's 1. The lizard is wrong. That's 2. And one of the flags is wrong. But which one? Yeah, it's the flags. I got to pay attention to the flags here. All right, so you got 2 wrong. You got these 2 right. Okay, so these 2 are correct. You got the flags wrong, too. Because you got all your fruits and vegetables and all these things correct. But 2 of the flags are wrong. Okay, yep, it's the flags. All right, so which ones are wrong? You had a purple check mark and an orange thing. And you had... Who was it? Freddie had 3 of them wrong. You had 1, 2... I just need to look at them from a distance. I think I can see them. I think clicking on them is what messes me up. All right, you got 3 wrong here. Freddie. 1 was the lizard. And 2 flags wrong. So 2 of the flags are yellow, orange, green. 2 of those are wrong. You got 2 wrong. And they were all flags. So 2 of your flags are wrong. Yellow, purple, orange. Yellow, orange, green. So the yellow might be correct. All right, let's go back here to Benny. All right, Benny, we already know you. You got 10 out of 12. This orange. Let's go look. Who's got the orange? Yeah, it's definitely the flags. Caleb, you're just my favorite color is red. Caleb got everything wrong. All right, so none of the flags are red. And he got 2 out of 12 and the fire hydrant and this, so we know the flags are not red. Okay, so we can eliminate red. I think we had already done that, but we're going to do it again. So none of the flags are red. So old Caleb doesn't help me at all. So it's going to come down to, I just need to write them down. The problem is I need to write them down and look at them, and I'm on the camera and on the microphone, so that's not going to help me. I'm going to have to do this between episodes, but it's definitely these. Orange and purple. Who else has orange? You have orange? Yeah. I'm just going to have to do this between episodes. That's my bad. I'm sorry. I'm not going to waste any more of your time looking at flags. But that's definitely the flags, and I will next time come back and tell you what the answer was, because that's going to take me 20 minutes. Okay. Much like every other thing I do. I know. Can I click anything over here? I don't think so. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Blue, violet, red, green, red, yellow, orange. What is the significance of that? Okay. There's my kitchen, which is a dead end. There's my nursery, which is a dead end. There's my storeroom, which is a dead end. I have 3 redraws. We got to redraw. We got to. Boom. Spare room keeps me going north. I like that. Security gives me things to do, but costs me a gem. I'm supposed to be saving my gems. Never used the passageway in the first, whatever. Was it 5? Spare room. Oh, what do we got? We actually have something in here? Where? Is it hiding back here? Oh my gosh, look at where that was. Without the metal detector, absolutely no way I would have found that. No way. I barely found it with the metal detector. All right, going north, we have our 1 key. Gotta use it. There's my locksmith. Keys for sale. I don't have any money. But I also will learn what the locksmith does and how it works. The hallway, though, gives me all the opportunities to move. I keep passing this up. And next time I go to the library, it's going to say most passed up. It's going to be locksmith. For sure. Hallway, I need options. We need options. I'm tired of getting pinned down. Now do we go left? Or do we go to the east? Yep. You guessed it. There's my boiler room. But the door is turned the wrong way. The freezer, though, freezes. All right, freezes your accounts. Coins and gems amounts will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. That's the key. If you get this early, I already forgot the book, because the book said you do this. You have to get the freezer last, right? Let me make sure I get this. Will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. So does that mean that I'm frozen? I can't use any of these things that I've been trying to acquire the whole episode? The whole day? I think that's what that means. They cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. Will not reset at the end of the day and cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. That would completely screw me up. Am I reading this wrong? I probably am reading this wrong. I think I am. This would be what I would definitely choose this, but the problem is the dead end right here. I need that door. Because I believe in my theory. I have a theory about that room, but I need all the doors to do it. Which could be completely wrong, but that's where I'm at right now. This is garbage. I gotta redraw, I think. Based on my theory of this, I can't use these anymore today. Then I have to redraw. Coin and gem amounts will not reset at the end of the day. I get that. And they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. They cannot be adjusted today or tomorrow. So once you need this last. This needs to be like your last room. You put everything in there, kind of like a coat check, except for your gems and coins. It's like the gem coin coat check is what I'm thinking that is. I'm redrawing. This might be a terrible idea, but that's what I'm doing. 3 dead ends. This one is at least useful. At least we can mess with the things that we need to mess with in here. Where is this item? Another coin. I'll take it. I can buy another gem. Now that I know I should be doing that. All right, keycard entry. Turn that off so we can go in. Maybe that's what the thing was. You know what? Maybe that's what I read in the comment. I can't remember. Security yesterday, I was talking about doing something with the keycard entry, and I think that I was confusing it with this. That way I can just open the doors that keycards... Yeah, whatever. Green, 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 and let's see. Red. Green, red, purple, 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 green, red, purple. All right, let's turn the gym off. Nope. Darkroom on, garage on, gym off. We learned that in the book because we are learned people. That makes so much more sense now that I have to turn something off. All right, this one took me forever to figure out. Where am I? Rank 5. I am right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this one took me forever. Pilot. Plot. That's a plot. That is a pilot. This is I. E-I-G-H-T. 8. That one took... I sat there and stared at that picture for like 10 minutes. Could not figure it out. Ooh, drawing room is a good pull right here. This is a good pull. Bedroom's free. Dark room is really close to the utility closet, though. Ooh, this one's tough. This is tough. Because I can go back to the utility, turn it back on, and then we're good. This one costs a gem, and you can redraw. I love the drawing room. This drawing room is the best. But if we're going to have the dark room, this is the place to have it, right next to the utility closet. And we still have 30 steps. I think we do this. Hopefully we get the drawing room somewhere else. I think we go dark. Let's do this. That might have been a terrible idea, but I just think... I just think that that was worth it, you know? We save a gym. We still have multiple ways to go here. Metal detector is going to give us something good. There's another key. That's what I needed. I needed a key so I didn't get stuck. I would really want to know who that is. I think it's her ladyship. I don't know. This is Mom. I keep thinking that's got to be Mom. All right, this is cart upside down and chart otherwise known as my YouTube backdoor back end YouTube and excuse me, analytics page. That's what that is. All right, let's go south, which is this way. See if we can collect more things. Nope. Let's not do that. There we go. This one's free. All right, remember, what did it say? It said the boot redraw. I need die. I'm glad that I permanently made that die. That was a good choice. One of my few good choices I've made in this series. But this leaves all of this as a... Yeah, this is good, but also bad. Because now all of this is blocked off. And I am now wholly dependent on this one door going north. But I have not uncovered all my rooms yet. So if I dead end, I have the entrance hall and the dark room to explore new rooms. Just to get more information. And today has been a day of information. With the schoolhouse and the classroom and all the things. Let's get the boudoir. I love the idea of redrawing a lot. It's my new favorite thing to do. All right, so right here we have the tent and the tag. This one I did not know. I cannot figure this one out. Never mind. Yes, I can. 10 and tent. Letter T. Never mind. Just kidding. That was easy. My bad. All right, let's look outside. Can we see outside? Can we see anything out here that's different? There's the boat. I still want to know what that statue is. All right. 8 dates, crack 8 safes. I don't have any dates to go by. Unless, wait, what was the one with the book that I just read? I forgot. Let me just try one that I've written down. Let's just try it. I'm over here. One of the dates on the books. The borrower on one of the books, it was March 18th, 1987. So 3/18/87. Enter. 3/18/1987. Enter. Okay, maybe that's not going to work. 03/03/18/87. One more time. 03/18/1987. Enter. All right. It was worth a shot. I still don't know. I don't know. What dates are cracking safes? What dates? There's my key. Gotta use it. We only have one. There's my code check. That's a dead end. That ends our day. Because this dead end is blocked right here too. So this cannot be chosen. Another classroom. While drafting in a classroom, you may draw new floor plans one time each for each classroom in your house. I think, yeah, everything's a dead end except this. Gems. Classroom. Let's do it. Is it the same classroom? It is not. Oh no, there's 8. Wait, it said there's 8 of them, didn't it? Hang on. Where are all the classrooms? Adds 8 classrooms to the draft pool. Where are they? Spare room, pantry, rumpus room. Wow, this page just got really busy. They don't show up on here though. It just adds 8 random rooms. The need for separate classrooms for each grade. So would you go? Well, the number 8 is everywhere. So are there 8 of these? All right, so this is grade 2. Man, this is a lot today, you guys. This, compared to yesterday, where you didn't have to really You didn't have to really digest anything yesterday. Today, you have a lot to digest. So do I. A lot of note taking after this one. Mathematics worksheet. Directions. Find each sum without using signs. Coat. Cliff. Coat. Coast. 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 Coat. Okay, that's an S. Am I in an S? I am in an S room. Is this, what rank are we on? Is this 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I already knew this one. I knew this was an S. All right. Oh, here's the puzzle. All right. So blue is addition. Yellow is subtraction. Okay. Let me just look that way. Let me just look over there while I do that. No, I can't. All right. So blue is addition. So we have 7. This is going to be a code. 7, 10. I have to write this down. 13. 7, 10, 13. 4. 4. 2. Why are they written like this? Yeah, this is definitely a combination of something. Fomric. What a name. Fomric. Fomric? I've never seen that. Okay, so it's the same thing where I have to figure out the missing, who got it right, who got it wrong. I'm going to have to grade papers. Penelope, great job. B+, I like it. I'm going to have to grade papers. When did I become a teacher? I'm not happy about this. Old Jenny W, she got a B-. Pretty good, pretty good. Ooh, Rob. 5 out of, look at the colors. Come on, Rob. Let's go, Rob. What's wrong with you? All right, I'm going to do that between episodes. I'm going to come back tomorrow and be like, hey, guess what? I went to school yesterday and I figured out all these things. Infinity 910 again. Yeah, let me... Is there anything else over here? Just the worksheet, yeah. But, okay, so once I figure them out, the right answers, what does that mean? Because they're not written in a specific way. Are they? Is it like a combination going up and down or left and right? Like, what are we doing here? Or is it just like the total of those numbers together? I don't know. More math. They did not tell me there would be math. And it is locked. Great. Fantastic. And aren't I supposed to be able to draw another room while I'm in here? Wasn't that the whole point of this room? Isn't that the whole point? While drafting, you may draw new floor plans one time for each of these. I need a key. How do I get a key? Did the commissary have keys? Yes, they did for 10 coins. How do I get 10 coins? I might have just screwed myself again. Even after I read the book about how not to screw myself, I think I did it. I need more keys. I need more keys. So I need, in these 7 rooms, I need to just get a whole bunch of keys. All right, let's go south on the dark. No, we can't go south on the dark room because I need a key for it. I need a lockpick. That's what I need. This locked? Yeah. Did I get my item in here? There's usually an item in here. Is there not usually an item in here? Did I already get it? I don't think I've gotten it. Yeah, I did not get it. But the metal detector would tell me. Should I depend on the metal detector or go look myself? All right, let's go. We need to go exploring. Let's go. All right, so we go hallway. Oh my gosh, such a long way. We have 24 steps. We're not going to have enough. We have to draft some bedrooms. All right, so we're here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to use half our steps getting back here. Is there a better way? Nope, that's it. That's the way to go. All right, hallway, spare room, classroom. Hallway, hallway, hallway. Hallway. So much. There's so much to digest. So I'm going to need to get... So, okay, here's my question then. Next time I get a classroom, do I start with grade 1? Or do you start with grade 3? Because we've already done 1 and 2. Alright, I think we save our money for a key. We got to get to 10. That's going to be so hard to do. That's going to be hard. Yeah, do you start your next day with grade 3? Or do you start with grade 1? That would not... I mean, a lot of this game isn't really fair. But that would be really difficult. If on classroom day... Oh, but I'm going to lose coin every time I do this. I need to get 11 coins to get back there. There's no way. There's just no way. It's not going to happen. What was the question I was asking? Yeah, do you start... You can't depend on yourself getting that many. You can't do that one. Got to be a drawing room. You can't depend on that. You know, because 8 rooms is a lot to get in one day. If there's 8 grades, I'm assuming there's 8 grades because everything else is 8. It might just be 2. Might be 3. I don't remember what it said. The outer room said it told me, but I forgot what the number was because I've had to deal with a lot of numbers and a lot of words this episode. Drawing room seems like the choice, but then I lose a gem. I don't think I should be using gems on the very first door. I'm supposed to be gaining gems, and this is not going to help me either. We got to redraw. Same thing. And I don't have a shovel. Yep, this is... there's my key, though. Okay, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. Guaranteed key. Guaranteed gem. Then we come back up here and have a decision. Do we go down and explore? Well, actually, let's see. This is going to be 1 step. This is going to be 2 steps getting back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We run out of steps with the key. Either way, we run out of steps. I think. Let me do that again. So we go in here as 12. We come out as 11. Then to get back up here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We run out of steps walking into the dark room day over. Bad decisions. So many bad decisions. How do you get... I'm rhetorically asking, is it me? Is it me? I feel like I'm doing so well in some aspects, and other aspects I'm garbage. I'm just total garbage. We gotta go courtyard here. I don't want to use my last redraw. Gotta go courtyard, I think. Spending a gem right here is not good, but we're gonna do it. Because I want to keep going. I don't want to stop. Watch it be locked. Yeah, dirt here. Dirt over here. Yeah, I need a shovel. Locked. Okay, good. 10 steps. Okay, let's count our steps. But I don't have the key now, so it doesn't matter. Those steps are not going to help me. I don't have the key anymore, so whatever. We have to spend our last gem to do our observatory. Because these are 2 dead ends. This is it. Unless we redraw. I don't want to use that yet. I want to... This gives me a chance to go north. Again. And I still... Let's observatory. Let's go. Let's see what we get. Come on, keys. Rooms with 4 doors are more common. And a gem. So it's a mixture of 2. Let's go to the book. I see a metal detector. I see a broken lever. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, but I see you. Okay. So page 8. So page 9 was not available, but I already figured it out. So it gave me 2 constellations. Boy, day 11 is, or I need this 11 times so I can get 5 gems. I do not want it on the 12th day. I definitely, all right, so I have 9, so 10 is going to be something else. 11 is the 5 gem day. Got to remember that. 5 gems on 11. All right, does this need to look like the one in the classroom? Do you need to turn it a certain way? I think that's how it looked in the classroom. I think. Whatever. Next. We're exploring now. Got 11 steps left. All right, there's my lab. I have no key to keep going. Lose 2 steps in here. I don't care. I need to figure this out. But it doesn't matter because I don't have the boiler room to go with it. Push 3 up after 9. The lever. Do I just need to experiment just because? I think I should experiment. I don't have any keys. I could redraw though. I really want to experiment, but I have a redraw. I can do it. Yeah, I don't want... Wait, I turned it off. I won't... This is a free room. I turned it off. Remember in the utility closet? This should be a free space. Let's keep going. This should be off. 11 steps. 10. Perfect. 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 Okay, so turning the gym off just makes it a regular room. What? Uh-oh. Where is it? Yes. Oh, wait, they're car keys. I could go driving, but I don't have a garage. I don't have a garage. I don't have a coat check. I still have items in here, though. Over here, there's a key. I would have never seen that. Ever, ever, ever. I have a feeling that I miss a lot of stuff without that metal detector. All right, now I just need to find some steps to get back up here and use the key. Ooh, there's my steps. But there's 10 is not enough to get all the way back. This, you're more likely to grab. I've never been here. Security keeps me going, takes away my gem, but I've never been here. I want to know what this is. Security gives me... I keep going, though. I want to keep going. I need to explore. One of these doors is going to be locked, though. I got 2 chances. I really want this. Security. Probably a terrible idea. All right, let's do what I think is right, but probably wrong. Make sure I haven't forgotten anything. There's a coin somewhere. Is it in here? All right, security doors. Keycard system is currently offline because I turned it off. Okay, I turned it off in the thing, the breaker box. So I want to set the offline mode. Offline, as general safety rule, offline should be set to unlocked because we are currently offline. Yes, the security level then needs to go to low. Confirm. I think. I hope that's right. I hope that's right. Okay. I think I did that correctly. We'll see. This one can be a dead end, but it doesn't have to be. We know we're not choosing that one because that messed us up last time. This gives us something. But also, you know exactly what it does. It makes me have to do that stupid puzzle. I'm not losing on my steps. All right, let's do it. Break time for you, not for me. Something in here. It beeped. It did beep. My metal detector beeped. Did I forget something in there? I bet you it was over there by the door. I bet you there's coins or something over there and I missed them. But I don't have the steps to go back. Is there anything over there? Any food up here? Wait. There's the coin. Is that why it beeped? Maybe it beeped when you go in the room and then once you get closer, maybe? Maybe that's what it is. All right. I will see you in a little while. 8, 2, 9, 4. There we go. 8, 2, 9, 4. What is that? Key to the secret garden. I'm so happy that I have that today when I will never use it because I don't even know what the secret garden is. But now that I know there is one, I want this every day. The key to the secret garden. Oh my gosh, there's so many things I've learned today that I cannot use. None of these help me. This one does. Sort of. No, it doesn't. I need something that's going to go up here to get me up there. Now that I have a key. Because now I'm here. Unfortunately, this is not it. Alright, so basically it's this. We have a free room that leads us to another room. We're going to spin steps. So this would be 7, 6, 5. No, this is going to be a free room. 8. Go 7, 6. Yeah, I got to redraw. None of that made sense to anyone but me. Hey, look, here's some things I can't use. This door is going to be locked. I'm going to lose half my steps. This takes 3 gems that I don't have. I cannot get this room no matter what I do. I might as well use this one. This is a dead end. Day's over regardless. At least I can go here and then try one more room. I do have a key though. I can go up in here, but then I don't have a key for that, so it doesn't work. All right, let's just do it. Whatever. Oh, it opened. All right, then that opened up automatically. Okay, hang on a second. We have a pathway. If this room right here is a bedroom with 10 steps, we got a chance. If this is not a bedroom that gives us steps, we're done. Because we have 3 steps left. We're in the weight room, which means 2, 1, 0, we're done. Even though we have a key to go here, we need steps in this room. moment of truth. Let's look around, make sure there's nothing in here. I have a metal detector in a weight room where there's nothing but metal and nothing's beeping, so I think we're... Can I click on this? Can I pull this down? Can I change the weight? Can I pull on this? All right, anyways, here we go. We're doing it. Come on, bedroom. 2 bedrooms. Can't do that one. Coat check. I can keep my secret garden key. Or I keep my car keys. Oh, this is a good one. And by good one, I mean terrible. Because now, I think I have a decision. Do I keep my car keys? I'm getting rid of the battery pack. We're taking the code check. Yes, we're doing the code check. Final decision of the day. What do we do? Let's see, the and the sand. I'm on rank 4. Yeah, okay. I've already figured this one out. Now, check item, please. Okay, I will retrieve my item, please. Thank you. I need to check an item. Okay. For the future, the secret garden key is screaming at me to keep. I've never seen it before. I think this might be the winner, but car keys. now that I found out that the garage is on the left side of the house, and that you basically get it every time you go to the left. Like the last few days, every time I go high enough up there, you get the garage. It's almost a guarantee. I guarantee myself a way to go travel in the car as a 13-year-old driving a car. That's awesome. And it also like gives me possibilities are endless of where this game is going. But also I've found the outer room thing that I can draft. What if there's a secret garden tomorrow and I have a key in my coat check that I could use? Secret garden key sounds awesome. And I think I can find car keys easier because I've found them 3 or 4 times, 5 times maybe. Probably 3 or 4 times. This is the first time I've seen this. Yep, garden key. That's the winner. That's it. Hopefully that was a great decision. But based on every other decision I've made, probably not. That'll be the end of our day. Yep. Oh my gosh, so much reading. So much reading. But I mean, in the end, look, I followed the book's instructions. I laid the foundation. It didn't look good for a while, but I ended up laying the foundation. And it got me nowhere. Because I did all of this and still ended up with what? No gems, 1 key, no steps, and 3 coins. So I think that I'm calling shenanigans on that book. And yeah, the schoolhouse thing threw me for a loop. 8 classrooms. So if you draft a schoolhouse, that's the day where you have to get all of your classrooms. Like you have to strategize that one day. How's that going to work? I can't even strategize regular days, and you want me to like waste an entire day on a schoolhouse and classrooms? That's never going to work.